नमो अर्हन्तानं नमो सिद्धानं नमो आयर्यानं नमो उवज्जायानं नमो लोये सव्वसाहूनं एषो पञ्चनमक्कारो सव्वपावप्पनाशनो मंगलानां च सवेसिं पदमं हवै मंगलम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. Before entering into the today's subject, the power of wisdom, today's subject is power of wisdom. Just few points to complete yesterday's discourse, and it's like a introduction for all the people who have joined today. Yesterday's subject was true knowledge, not only about true knowledge, the knowledge to find out the truth. Only two things I want to add. Whatever I spoke yesterday, because there was no time, I left two sutras or two ideas to be explained today. First important thing, truth is something which does not create fear, greed or guilt in you. And the same way, truth is something which creates complete ease feeling, complete easiness with your inner self and your day-to-day life. Above all, an important thing, it makes you conscious, more and more aware. As a byproduct, bliss happens around you. You radiate Ananda. Yesterday I was telling, we will see the scale. You are okay with the sound? We will see how to find whether something is truthful or not. Truth is not just speaking what you know as a fact. No. That's only one dimension of truth. You can be truthful but dishonest. You can be truthful and dishonest. Yesterday I told you the story of how Dharmaraja was truthful but dishonest, knowingly. So truth, speaking truth, is only one dimension of truth. In Tamil, there are three words for truth. Speaking the truth is one thing. Thinking or established in truth is another one thing. And living the truth through your body is the next thing. Understand? Speaking, being established, and living. There are 3 levels of truth. 3 levels of truth. All 3 put together only enriches your life, leads to enlightenment. All your desires, all your greed, all your fear, all your guilt, let everything be flooded with this one idea. You will be established in truth. This is a scale to find out whether what you are thinking or doing or saying is truth or not. Does it add more awareness to you? Means consciousness, chit. Does it make you feel comfortable, ease with yourself, sat? Does it gives you the joy or bliss unending without any dependence, without depending on something? So anything which is satya, sat will create chit and ananda in you. Chit means consciousness, ananda means bliss. There is something, sat, truth, but it is not creating conscious and ananda in you. Means be very clear, it is not the ultimate truth. It is not the reality. Same way, if something creates consciousness in you and it is not creating satya, sat feeling and ananda in you, means again it is not really creating consciousness. It may be creating some excitement. Today morning, one of our devotees was asking me, of course he became devotee, he was interviewing me. We had a radio show today morning. He was asking me, Swamiji, I am seeing, especially in the West, many people receiving spirits and they became hysteric, shouting. But the Upanishads describe when a person becomes spiritual, he is not supposed to become hysteric. What is the truth, Swamiji? Why it is happening? Please understand, when you really receive the higher consciousness or the divine spirits inside you, you will radiate ananda, bliss. You will become more and more peaceful. You will radiate the qualities of divine. You will never become hysteric. If you are, then it is not superconscious energy, it is unconscious energy. Unconscious also can radiate energy, but that is not enlightenment, that is not spirituality. Sat has to be chit, chit has to be ananda. If any one dimension is missing, it is not truth. Analyze all your desires. Does it add more and more honest feeling inside you? Does it add more and more awareness to your being? Does it make you more and more conscious of you and the world? Does it make you more and more blissful? Every thought, analyze every thought, that is what we call manan. Manana means filtering, clearing, contemplating. Every thought with truth. Flood your whole being with the truth. Whatever is washed away, whatever disappears, better for you. Better the earlier they disappear from you. Whether you leave your job or you leave your relationships or you leave your home or you leave your car or you whatever you may leave, it is perfectly all right, but you will expand. You may think, what Swamiji, you are making us Swamis. No. If really truth works on you and expands you, wherever you go, you will feel only health, bliss and joy. One more thing. Many times people come and ask me, Swamiji, as you said, I was thinking, contemplating, and I felt so high, so inspired, and took some major decisions in my life. Now I repent what to do. Now I am feeling I took too many big steps. I renounced too many things. Now I am feeling little lost. Now I am feeling that I have done things little quickly. I should have waited. Understand? Even if you feel later on that you have done something in a hurried way, do not bother. Your steps, you see, one more thing. You may not be able to keep yourself constantly on that high space of inspired energy, the inspiring energy. You may come down once in a while. That's okay. Do not count the moments of coming down. Count the moments you experienced when you are high. When you are in a high spiritual conscious level, when you experience high zones. That is why in Jainism or in Vedic tradition, anybody who feels inspired is allowed to take sannyas that very moment. All you need to do is inform your master or the traditional acharya, you are ready for sannyas. Anything which empowers you to live the life of freedom is truth, and it will lead you to consciousness, and naturally Sat and Chit brings Ananda. Ananda is the byproduct of Sat and Chit. Today, let us enter into the subject, power of wisdom. What is power of wisdom? I can say, there is nothing which can't be achieved by the power of wisdom. Anything, whether in this world or in the other world, wisdom can simply make it happen. Only one thing we need to understand. We need to give little attention to the wisdom. Lakshmi and Saraswati, they stay with you only when you give attention to them. Usually, people always say that if you have money, you may not have intelligence. If you have intelligence, you may not have money. Because both of them demand your whole complete attention. If you give your attention to Lakshmi, wealth, you may not have enough energy, attention to give it to intelligence. But if you give your attention to intelligence, you may not have enough time, or you may not be even interested in maintaining all this wealth. An intelligent guy, person with wisdom, after his basic needs are fulfilled, he will not be running behind the wealth. Somehow you will feel that emptiness of the wealth. See, wealth is for some utility, to achieve something. Like a basic needs, food, shelter, and your needs and the medical care. Once you have enough money to buy whatever can be bought through money, after that if you are running, surely you are fool. You are running to expand somebody's ego. You are not running for yourself. You are running, creating infrastructure which is empowering somebody else's ego. So intelligent person may not give attention, as far as my experience goes. Better to give attention and energy to Saraswati than to Lakshmi. I am not telling to avoid Lakshmi. If you give attention and energy to Saraswati, you will know how much of Lakshmi you need and how much you can handle, how much you can enjoy, and you will live in an intelligent way. Wisdom is such that it can bring anything in the inner world or in the outer world. I tell you, many times, just the very understanding can transform the way in which you think and act. Today morning we had a radio show. The person who was hosting, he asked me, Swamiji, what changed your life and how you first experienced the truth and the inspiration and all these questions. Who was inspiration? When I look deeply, to tell you the truth as it is, the biggest transformation which happened in my life is the idea about me has changed in me. Because of my wisdom or knowledge, whatever I was thinking about me has changed. I tell you, that's the best thing can happen to a human being. Whatever you think about you should completely change. We are constantly working to change what others think about us, not what we think about us. That is where the problem starts. You are caught, you are busy, your whole energy is spent in working on changing the ideas of other people about you. But I tell you, when you work on yourself and change the idea about yourself inside you, suddenly so much of energy releases, so much of energy expression happens. The end of the interview he was telling, Swamiji, I have interviewed so many people, mystics, masters, brain researchers, so many people. I feel such an intense good energy around you. After leaving the hall, he was asking, how can you explain this, Swamiji, such an intense energy? The thing is that I am very clear about what I know as me. All you need to do is look into yourself and change your idea about you. Wisdom will give you the clear idea about you. Power of wisdom first changes you. So there are two views. Materialistic guys, they constantly tell, change the world, your life will change. Spiritual people, change yourself, your life will change. Nobody is successful in changing the world and changing their life. No. But there are millions who are successful in changing themselves and changing their whole life. You can't cover the whole world with leather. Better wear shoes. Covering the whole world with leather is impossible. Wear shoes. That is the best thing. Let us enter into the teachings of Mahavira so that we can understand the power of wisdom. Today we will be entering into the sutras called Chaturangiya Sutras and Brahmacharya Sutras. We will be working on